Hi, this is Brittany from the Goddess Complex LLC here. Let me make sure I cut off my mantra. Right now, I'm listening to Mahakatha on YouTube. I always catch this particular meditation stream. Um, and so this mantra helped me remove all obstacles. Ganesh mantra. 3 hours. It's the 3 hour version of it. So I got that one, and then also to shout out. Which one is this one? Which one is this one? My screen is frozen. Wait a minute. Who's this? Who is this? It's playing an ad. Wait a minute. It's stuck. I don't know why the screen just stretched. Um, which one is this? This is Sound Energy Alchemist. I like that one. Let me make sure I plug in my mic. One is Sound Energy. Is Sound Energy Alchemist. I really like. I'm subscribed to them. You can go to my follower people I'm following list. I like this one, and a lot of the Hindu Indonesian mantras and stuff I normally have been listening to, or spiritual mantras. And then it's the powerful Shiva Shanti mantra. Destroys karmic energy, drives away the negative. Spiritual, also spiritual renewal. So it's a repellent and also renewal frequency. And that's by Musically Zen in meditation and mantras. So they're over here too as well. So a lot of the Hindu, Indonesian meditation, Asian meditations, and also American spiritual meditation from all over the other places. Also, African meditation with the Orishas. I normally play most of the year, but of course, in the warmer months, spring and summer, I connect with more. And then sometimes I play them in the winter as well. Or fall. The fall a little bit different as far as mantras and stuff like that because of the energy around us. There's one by Sound Energy Alchemist for mirror magic to repel mirror magic, and that sucker work like a charm. Also, there's a sigil on some of these meditations. Y'all need to pay attention to what you listen to and the frequency of it. You need to pay attention to that as well. Like I think this will work right here. Um, so I play those in the background, just like that's an old school. That's an old school YouTube trick, and my lips are dry. That's an old school YouTube trick that it helps to cancel out a lot of karmic game stalking energies and spirits. Boom. Alrighty, so I'm still doing my coffee. Cheers to my coffee drinkers with my peppermint extract. All right, and you can carry this around as a protection bottle as well. I keep one in my bag. You can shake it up, especially if you have game stalking spirits. My hair is poofy, but game stalking spirits and stuff like that. And I've been testing out a new project products, so make sure you are paying attention to the upload this week. I'm going to be reviewing for Influencer their collaboration with Lancome and the Gentrifique serum, facial serum. I really like it. It does smooth out a lot of the fine lines. I'm still working on my old acne scarring. It's the last little piece of it. So there, I don't like chemical peels, but just for that little spot to come out, I may invest in a new bottle of maybe Olay. Olay has a chemical peel stuff. I'll probably post about it on my favorite things sometime maybe this spring. What I like to use, and it's just something that's an old favorite of ours in our family. Any type of Olay product My mom normally likes Olay. She used to use Neutrogena, which is one of my favorite brands as well. But I like to keep it more natural. Black soap helped a whole lot as far as beauty routine. I use it more so in the summer when my the sebum, like right now, is starting to warm up. My the sun's starting to warm up a lot here in Memphis, so the sebum comes through the skin. The T zone is a lot more shinier now. So the black soap I use more so in the spring, late spring, all summer. I may switch back and forth in the fall and winter months because it gets really cold here, and the pores are closing like this. Whereas in the summer they're more open and you can see them. So far I can tell like now under eye smoothness and the texture of the skin, stuff like that. So far I love it. So I used it last night when I got out of the tub. Other than that, boom, it's pretty good. And I like the sheen I have now and the soft. You can it looks very my skin looks more feminine, and I do notice my pores are closing with it, which I'm not a stranger to serums and stuff like that, but I use them every blue moon a part of, in my routine, which I've shown on Carson Coffee about a year or so ago. So every year I normally do one beauty routine to talk about glamour magic and how you can use your everyday beauty products, and of course, you can put sigils on them. I shared that video not too long ago and reposted on TikTok. How you can put beauty sigils on your products to protect your products from spirits and things that come in your home, especially if you are a very magical, magical high priestess, messenger, angel messenger, stuff like that. Protecting your beauty products from attack and harm, especially during certain types of months of spiritual encounter. Because some people experience it 24/7, 365 days a year, like I do, or some people experience it more so around the holidays, around the summer, certain moons. We have a pink moon coming up on the 5th. So to starting tonight, tonight is was it Sunday? So it's was it Sunday? It's 1, 2, 3. Really three. It's technically 4 days if you count the 5th. It's on the 5th and it's gonna linger on into the 6th. Get a pink candle. They sell them at every store possible. If not pink, at least get a white candle and etch your sigil on the candle in pink. All right, pink, and you can outline it in whatever, but get you pink crayon, pink marker, something, and etch something in pink. Do your sigilling in pink on your white candle or underneath your white candle. All right, especially with your picture and photo, you can go to Walgreens and print them out for like what, 39, 59 cents, something like that, something real cheap. 50 cents each. It's like something really cheap because you can upload them on walgreens.com, print them off, pick them up. Boom, as simple as that. Or you can actually go up there and actually print them off by going to the photo booth. All right. So you can do it like that. And you can do your self care with the pink candle, beauty rituals, and goddess rituals, goddess baths. If you have not checked out the chakra detox bath, I'm going to post that video again of all of what you need. It's really simple and it's really it's like common knowledge basically. You're going to just take 1 cup of baking soda to a splash, which could be 1/3 or 1/4 cup white distilled vinegar. The bigger the tub, the more you're going to actually have to use. So you have to vary the how the sizing of your tub. Some people have showers. You can take that and actually put it in a actual body wash bottle or something, or mix it with your body wash. You can actually make an actual wash out of it. Now that's going to be something different. But typically, going to use 1 cup baking soda. You're going to use maybe 1/3 to 1/4 cup, or 1/4 to 1/3 cup white distilled vinegar. All right, and the price of that is going up as well. We'll talk about inflation maybe later. But also, you're going to need what is it? Hydrogen peroxide. You're going to use no more than 4 tablespoons, which should put you at 1/4 cup, which is a splash of hydrogen peroxide. Plus, you're going to use maybe 1/4 to 1/3 cup uh, salt mix. You can use Epsom salt. You can use. I do recommend natural sea salt or Himalayan salt, especially for my ladies. Himalayan salt. I mix both together with Epsom salt, and then when I use the Epsom salt, I use lavender. Yeah, lavender, eucalyptus, some type of something, but I love lavender Epsom salt. But I like the one that does not smell chemically. So I use Dr. Teal's, at least Dr. Teal's, and there's a brand at Dollar Tree with the crystal lavender. crystal lavender, chunks of Epsom salt. I like to do that because those are both all magical salts to use. Do not use black salt unless you know you have something embedded in your body. You would put that in food to eat, like fish or something, to eat, and then watch it have effect on you to actually remove something from more so internal. The only way you're going to take a bath in black salt is if you have some type of parasite or spore or something on you. That's the only way you're going to do that. It's a spiritual parasite, physical parasite, or spore, something of that nature. It's supposed to rain tonight, so we're not going to stay long because I'm just going to finish my coffee and get on out of here. We had a tornado warning in effect, and it would actually touch down not too far from where I live. So I ended up canceling the workshop live stream. So I'm going to bring that back hopefully next week sometime. So I'll actually post about it, and I'm going to go ahead and take my time with it because I'm almost pretty much done with it. I think I'm going to add more to it. That way I can double up maybe the timing because it was only for a 30-minute workshop, for the first lesson. And these are going to be intervals of workshops. So the Magic and You workshop, I am still going to live stream. And we're still going to do that. What else is there? I'm going to go ahead and do the lucky 7. Where are they? Lucky 7, where are they? My cards. I'll be returning to my old setup when I'm more comfortable. We had a tornado, so we're not gonna. I didn't stress about actually hosting the workshop because I actually want to be thorough and walk through it and not just post something and it's just like something like you know. Let's see our lucky 7. Keep your protection. This year's springs is a little different as far as in my knowledge, in my opinion. I wonder. I have my fisheye lens. Let's see. I don't like it. I have 2 of these, and I'm scared to give my niece one of these. I feel like I may actually break one and need one. Let's see. Let's see. I think the stuff I had on there. I sound like it. See, without it's clear. I have like 2 of these, and I collect them every time I see them. This is probably number 3 I have. Because I lost the first one, which I don't normally lose. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. We're 14 minutes and 8 seconds in. Let's see. Oh my goodness. So I'm finally done with some of the other stuff, but I want to take my time at the workshop. Let's see. Father, Holy Spirit, Monsters, Angels, especially my angels of protection, love, healing, and abundance. A lucky number should these beautiful people pay attention to. Let's see. 4, 0, 3, 40, 13, and 5. So let me make sure I have that on my list. I have that on my list. So those numbers I've been hearing have brought people some good charm. Don't just look at these numbers and, ooh, I'm gonna go play the lottery. Ooh, I'm gonna give me some money. It don't work like that because you're gonna get that money, it's gonna go in. And I've warned people before, it's gonna go in, it's gonna go straight back out. Especially if you have bad karma, you need to be paying it off right about now. That's why April. Mm-mm. And people, you need to worry about these people trying to turn you into owned by fam. She is no longer of the living, she is gone. So you've been hearing these little spirits or whatever talk about that person's tied to a murder charge, sex trafficking, and the Church of Satan, Luciferian Church, Lucifer's old past life bitch, and new life past life bitch and shit. I hate to curse like that, but we're gonna say it like that. You are your own person. Please don't let these people trick you out your soul. Now that Satan, Lucifer, and the devil and them are gone, they're trying to get you out to serve like the Babylonian Baphomet. It's not the Baphomet, it's the other one. There's another demigod. It's supposed to be a lord, but it's not even a lord. Let's see. Let's see what numbers. So 4, 8, 3, 40, 5, and 5. That's 5, not 15. Okay, that's 5. 1, 5. All righty. So those are your lucky numbers for the week of. Make sure I put the date on it. It's 4-2. And you have these people trying to talk about taking people's high priestess gifts and stuff. I know all that crap lately. Oh shit. Don't forget 8. 8. Oh wow. 3, 6, 7, 8. Put 8. Let me make sure I put 8 at the end. I forgot. I almost forgot. What was that? 8. Alrighty, to my people who serve the highest and greatest good. Let me make sure I note that before we start the tarot reading. Alrighty, so those are the lucky 7. Don't forget the number 8. Number 8. 8 and the 10 is sticking out as well. So we're gonna go ahead and put both. Enjoy your coffee, take care of your skin, look good, feel good, be good. If you're going through a rough energetic patch, just know start right about now we'll put these in brackets. Um 8 or 10. I'll put 8 or 10. Oh, so we have that argument. Based off the energy, I may return to my ring light. Let's get these kitchen magic. We're gonna actually get ready to post that video as well. There's a storm coming in. I do not want to get caught in it. But we love storm, don't we? All right, Divine Heavenly Father, Divine Heavenly Spirit, Divine Holy Mother, Divine Heavenly Holy Mother, Divine Heavenly Holy Son, all elders, ancestors, senior masters, these guys, elders, and everybody that serve the highest and greatest good. What messages do they need to listen to for us? The essence of these cards. Oh no, I don't. What was that? Uh huh. So what? Uh-uh. The Goddess Complex LLC on YouTube. Alrighty. Anise. Let me switch it to nobody. Anise, garlic, cilantro, and turmeric. Pay attention to those, especially cilantro. I hadn't used cilantro in a minute. I kind of want to do tacos this week, I think. Let's see. Sassafras, great in the soup and broth in certain fish dishes and other Mediterranean dishes. Also African dishes and things as well. So anise, garlic. I was just reading about garlic in our City Magic book I recommend last week as well. I'm going to post that in the workshop as well. My book recommendations. And I posted this one about 2 years ago. Garlic candle, especially you have vampiric energies and people's trying to suction energy and things from you. Eating a lot of garlic, also acquiring a niece. A niece is one of the healing things, especially if you have digestive stuff issues like I do. I have IBS, but it's not as severe as it was when I was a teenager because your teenage body, your young adult body, and I'm 35 now, so your actual adult body and digestive system is a little different. A lot of beef. This is cooked in barbecue and things of that nature as well. Yeah, so a lot of pork based food and beef based food. Beef, beef. This is similar to also used to freshen the breath. Also, Dr. Titian, if you've been noticing a lot of toothaches lately and things of that nature, use Dr. Titian. You can get it from Walgreens. A lot of people get it from Walmart. They have it in the got big ass display over in the pharmacy department where all the healthcare and hygiene products are. So go there and you get the biggest bottle because it's going to last you the longest. Even if they have the smaller bottle, get that, it'll last you a little while. And you dilute it with water. That's the biggest thing about it. Dilute it with water because it's going to burn. It's so strong. It's peppermint base, peppermint oil base. So it's great. It freshens your teeth. Also, it numbs a lot of gum issues. If you have damaged teeth, it helps with the keeping things out the enamel and things as well. What else is it? Blends. I have a root work powder I'm putting in the shop. It works like a charm, especially for those who do tarot readings, spiritual work, and Reiki healers and things of that nature. You can burn them in your synagogues, in temples, and also your spiritual businesses and places. You can put them in your candles. You can burn them on charcoal and things as well. Oregano, lemongrass, oregano, lemongrass. I have to go get me some lemongrass. That's really great, especially if you feel like you're having an allergy attack. Saffron. Saffron and sassafras are cousins, if not sisters. You oregano and cilantro. And then you have what turmeric helps with inflammation. Don't uh I don't make a tea without turmeric in it because you can literally I made it in the coffee pot. It's funny. I made it in the coffee pot this week. I use what is it? Bigelow has a sale at Kroger's. I think they're 3.49 or 3.99 for a big pack of the lavender chamomile tea, and I put in a pack of ginseng, and I brewed it in the goddamn coffee pot, which I thought was funny. I said they do. I said, what do they do in the hotels when they need to? I used to work in a hotel. I said, what did they used to do? And I said, I really don't feel like pulling out a big ass pot and brewing anything on the stove. So I was like, you know what? What can I do? I put it in the coffee pot. I said, it's a lot cleaner. And then it echoes through the house a certain way, like similar to how coffee does. And I've been making coffee. Any leftover old coffee, you can use that in candle workings. You can also use that in compost to give back to the universe as well, to the earth. Also, keep up your gardening and stuff of that nature. I know I have outside work to do because I've been really lazy with that outside for about a year. and I just cannot do it anymore, energy wise. Achoti, great beauty. This is great for beauty. This is similar to Shibi and a lot of the ancestral powders, but this is like very known in the natives, the Aztecs, South American. Um, Also, different tribes in Africa use the achot. Achot. Also, other natives in America and also in Indonesia and certain parts of Asia as well use the achot for beauty. You can put this action on your face. It makes the lipstick. It's called the lipstick tree. So beauty is the biggest thing for this one. All right. Make sure you're listening to the podcast over on Anchor FM. A star needs one of our healing herbs. All right, essences. Also to freshen breath. So you need to focus on throat chakra this week. The peppers wanted to come out. Throat chakra. Also, peppers are great to knock out anything, especially you have allergens and things of the nature where you have phlegm draining from your sinus cavities to your throat, which will clog the throat chakra. You need to actually inquire some peppers, jalapeno, banana peppers, habanero, other regular peppers or your rainbow peppers and stuff like that. That can be great as well. Those are minor peppers, actual like chili peppers and stuff like that. Anise, all right. Also great to help to fight infections. So there's a lot of healing, but also it's an attractor as well. The anise can attract a lot of things to your life: love, passion, a lot of different stuff of that nature. It's one of the ones that can heal a lot of issues. Great for fertility. Great for what is it? I think it's your third eye, and it's several other places it's good for. Carmine is one of them. Will find this in certain teas. Carmine, no, it's something dealing with what is it? I see green and blue, so green and blue candle workings. Great for tea. Great to boost your immune system, especially if you are a practitioner. I feel like I'm reading for somebody that actually is getting ready to go into spiritual practice or is already in spiritual practice or something like that. Tarot, maybe. Greek, great for my ladies, especially if you can get your children, especially little girls, to start taking Greek tablets or making it in a tea or putting it in their food or something like that. That'll be great, especially if they're pre prepubescent teenagers, like maybe between the ages 9 and 13. Start getting them to take Greek. It's great for their immune system. It's great for their, especially when they first start their menses, which is the first period. Get them to start taking Greek. Great for their hair. Great for their skin. Especially if you have a teenager that has acne, male or female, similar to how maca has an effect on stuff as well. But Greek has all kinds of vitamins in it, and I was reading about that last year, but I've already read about it before. It's a beautiful day, beautiful sky. I can tell the rain is coming. We're gonna have our next Aries reading, kitchen magic reading, and we're also gonna do the Magic and You workshop. And we're gonna continue. I've already posted some videos over on YouTube. So make sure you follow me on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and several other things as well. Chili pepper. I kid you not. I saw it. I said, I think this is gonna come out next. Fidelity Love. It helps to break hexes. Some people use it for hexing, but it breaks hexes. It break hex is hex breaking. It ignites passion, spice, circulation. Great for circulation for those who have Charlie horses and circulation issues, especially if you use your hand a lot. and great for those who work out. It helps to boost your endorphins. I like to eat Takis or it's the other one. It's the Takis and one is the Ferreras chili pepper, chili lime chips. When I need a boost of something, especially if they're working on your third chakra or you have closed your throat chakra some kind of way, or you just are recovering from a cold. If I feel like my allergies are coming in or something like that, so I need some peppers or something like that. A lot of people eat onions and peppers. Normally eat red onions and stuff like that in my food. Red onions will work for you. Garlic, onions, all different shades of onions, types of onions, all different types of chili peppers. But these particular chili peppers great in a lot of vegetables because I don't eat meat. I'm a meatless person. So chili peppers helps put a lot of spice and passion back in your life. Also great on a red candle. Just watch what you put with it though. That's the only thing about it. Cumin bitters. Ooh, I love cumin on rice and stuff like that. I love cumin on a lot of different stuff. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna make that tomorrow. Cumin and bitters. I just said this. I'm gonna give my brother some bitters. I'm gonna have to make him some bitters to drink. He is a diabetic. Unfortunately, we have that in our family, very dominant. And cumin. Cumin enhances money. It clears a lot of things spiritually. Especially great for my psychics and also great for protection. A lot of people don't talk about cumin when they do candle workings. It's more so not an American thing. It's more so a old world or a foreign thing, dominant with cumin. Because in America we use certain other stuff, but cumin is very big. It's big here, but not like how it is overseas. Like turmeric, turmeric is like a fad all of a sudden, but it's not. So bitters, a combination of things like a blend, great for the immune system, great magically to enhance your abilities. So if you know you have telekinesis, you know you have levitation, if you know you have psychic powers and mediumships, if you know for a fact you have pyro and things of that nature, this is going to help remove the toxins out the body as you are continuing your elevation. That's why, for example, Dragon Ball Z, Goku and them, they meditated and stuff all day, every day. They were very disciplined and trained. Alrighty. One thing they used to drink is a lot of teas. They used to eat a lot of sensu beans, and also they eat a lot of what rice, food galore. And then they'll stop. They'll go into training, fasting, meditation. Then they'll feast. One thing they normally used to drink. I remember in the old episode. I can see Goku holding a cup, holding a white cup. Bitters, living bitters. Gynomi brand is one of my favorite. Essential Palace is one of my favorite. What's the other brand? It's Mandingo. I think it's called Mandingo. That's a really good brand. Um, there's a lot. Try to get the one that's from Gynomi. Essential Palace works the best. I posted about them last year. I actually reposted over on TikTok. No, over I think it's a TikTok. No, Instagram. Go to the Instagram. I reposted the video from last year, how to make the detox bitter. Also, I reposted it over on YouTube here as a YouTube short, and how you can make that top tonic, and you can make your own bitters. It's not that hard. If you are herbalist or spiritualist that have a lot that just happen collects a lot of herbs to use, and your candle work, and the same thing you're using most of your candles, you can use in a tea and a brew. Um, you can a brew is just a bitters as well, but you have to ferment bitters. You can make your own. You have to let them ferment. Everything has to be sanitized and cleansed before you place them in the jar and pots and all that type of stuff for storage, because it's going to sit for a while and it's going to turn dark, and it's going to be dark gold, if that makes sense, for the body, and it's going to heal. But you got to make sure you got corresponding herbs and things to go with it, because it is not created equal with certain stuff, because it's going to actually can spoil the fermentation process of making the bitter. So that's why they only put certain ones together, and you have to test it out before you're able to sell it and stuff like that, because it has to be able to ferment safely without exploding or corroding, if that makes sense. So a combination of things to drink. So you can do apple cider vinegar. I'm looking at all this stuff. You can do apple cider vinegar or some type of acid, lime juice, some type of something. I keep saying noni juice. Noni juice is really good to vitalize the body and regenerate the body. Chili pepper. So noni juice very expensive now in America. Cheaper overseas. If you got a good connect here in your local area in the health food stores, try to get the noni juice. See if they can order it for you or request it. It's a pretty penny, and you actually have to keep a good regimen to see the results of it, but it works really quickly. The cheaper alternative would be a living bitter, but a certain kind. From Essential Palace, I like the one in the orange. It's the orange and yellow label with the white writing outlined in black. It has camphor in it. If you can get edible camphor and take a teaspoon of that and put it in your brews and your teas, even in the summer, at least once a week or at least once or twice a month. You have to drink the teas and brews more often. It has to be repetitious for your system to really hang on to it. So you can do once or twice a week. You're drinking 3 cups a day, and then you can work your way up 4 times a week. Because sometimes it can be overactive on the stomach, and then you would have to reduce the dosage of how much you're drinking. Let's see, basil is here as well. So all those names I called out, just write them down, and that's your kitchen magic for the week. Rosemary is up next, but definitely this chili pepper flipped over. Chili pepper. I need to go get some rich. I think I got some chili pepper flakes, whole chili peppers, and you can make them in a broth. You can make them in food, put them in food and stuff like that, especially greens and kale and all this other stuff. Alrighty, so all things good. You have that. Let's see. Let's wrap up today's reading. I'm going to do the podcast. What else were we going to talk about? We were going to talk about. I was listening to Dr. Norman over at Broad. Was it a Broad? A Broad Church, Memphis, a Broad Memphis, which is a church. I don't know what is it, Baptist or Protestant, or something like that. I think it's Protestant. Um, it's not bad. I don't think it's a Baptist church. It's over on Broad Street here in Memphis, Tennessee. You can check them out on Instagram. Even though I'm spiritual, I still tune in. God's message is God's message, no matter where it comes from. And he spoke about Romans 8:28. And I'm gonna read it for you. Let's see. I've already posted it over on Instagram and Facebook. I'm gonna upload it later on to YouTube. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. He talks about the sons of God in that particular sermon. It was at 3:30, between 3:30 and 4 o'clock this morning. And just happened, I was sitting there on my phone getting ready to see what I needed to do for today. And he talks about the sons of God, and that's proof that if I can find the sermon, I'm going to go back and actually find it. It was on public access TV. So that's a Broad Memphis over on Instagram. Type that in, you'll see them, follow them, and everything. You can donate everything there as well. Um, Heaven Starseeds. Alrighty. Also over here, let me see. It was Romans 9:14. Romans 9:14 speaks about what shall we say then? Is there injustice on God's part? By no means. This is the other one. So it's Romans 8:14. And I think it's nine. Is it 9 and 14 or 8 and 14? I think it's 8 and 14. I've been saying the word injustice. So a lot of injustice is being resolved right now. Just be cautious, like when people are passing and stuff like that. Well, it's Romans. Um, Cursing is probably the worst habit I have, but not it's not every day. So Romans 8 and 14. I think it's 8 and 14. I think it's 8 and 14. For you to now this is now I'm gonna say this. It's giving me the wrong. It skips over 14, but for you did not receive the spirit of slavery to fall back into fear, but you have received the spirit of adoption as sons, by whom we cry, Abba, Father. That mixes the Quran and the Bible together because that's in the Quran. Which so Romans 15 is another one. I was looking for Romans 14. It's Romans 8:14. But this is proof as well, that which is why I was going to read Romans 14 instead of Romans 15. But it says, "For you did not receive the spirit of slavery." That means we are not slaves. You are choosing to have a slave mentality and to partake in slave activities. That's all up to you. But God did not give you a slave mentality, which backs up Kanye West's statement he made a couple of years ago. I think a year or two ago. For you did not receive the spirit of slavery to fall back into fear, but you have received the spirit of adaptation as sons. So that means you're going to adapt to the light or to the dark. At this point, there is no more Satan, Lucifer, and the devil. There's no more of that. Does that make sense? So whatever you are adapting to, it's like Will Smith saying, you become the five people that you spend the most time with and you're around the most. That includes work, home, and everything else, because uh, it's going to group itself off depending on how close you are to your coworkers and family and blah 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 and everyday people along your path. For you did not receive the spirit of slavery to fall back into fear, but you have received the spirit of adaptation. For the sons and daughters of God, which is proof of the heaven star seeds, which is in the book of Romans, Romans 8:14 and also 8 and 28. The whole Romans in that in 8 and 9. There's other proofs and other chapters, include Revelation and things of that nature. And remember, the Bible is separated into millennia. Don't forget that it's millennia. It's not just I don't know why people they used to preach from the Bible to make it seem like it's just one big group. No, it's separated in millennia. That's why it's tied to the Da Vinci Code. King Arthur's in the Bible. Julius Caesar's in the Bible. The prediction of Adolf Hitler and Alexander Crowley are also, I believe, in the Bible. Which is why they went back to hell. They're destroyed as well. Their descendants is really up to them. Same thing for these people who were not created by God, which is the Neanderthal bloodline. Um, they have a choice to adapt to the God influence or the dark influence. It's totally up to them. But Romans 8:14, also 8:28 is proof that the sons, which they do not notate the daughters of God in the Bible, because they claim they hid women, but no, they hid women out the Bible because they wanted men or man, man, as in the male perspective species, to have dominancy in the Bible, because they did not respect the woman. They looked at the woman as that's when ego hit the earth. Ego and all the other stuff plagued the earth, where they castricized women and placed men above women, when the woman is the birth of everything, which is why a lot of the kings and stuff like that in all races and forms, especially black men, especially back in the day, used to literally worship the black woman or worship the woman, period. Because in each race I was actually looking at as a little girl, I said real men really respect real women. And I noticed that. But the sons, which include the daughters of God, which were the daughters of the stars, which were the star seeds. All righty, which is going to go back to the Adam and Eve thing, but also goes back to the dark side, which is the other part, and then also the truth about Adam and Eve. We will learn. We know that they're black, right? And all this type of stuff. The daughter of the stars. There's no information on it because they are part of the star seed sector. We will not learn about. It's like the book of Enoch has been hidden. to hide them. Does that make sense? You have the sons and daughters of God, which which is proof of the heaven bloodline, the reincarnation of gods on earth from the heavens, which include the starseed sectors. A lot of the other ones come from where? When you think of alien movies and stuff like that, they normally show you female aliens more than they show male aliens. And why is that? Only from certain places. It's like it goes back to the book Women Are From Venus, Men Are From Mars, and Women Are From Venus book. There's a reason for that. And we know about how in a lot of the space shows, Babylon 5 and all this type of stuff in Star Trek, how they used to visit the planets. You don't think they reprocreate? They had that in the episode of Futurama. Does that make sense? Anywho, we have that. Let me find the actual scripture. But this is also something backed up again. For you did not receive the spirit of slavery to fall back into fear. God did not give you all of this authority, all of it, because you have to read Romans 8:14 to understand that part. He did not give you the spirit of slavery, a slave mentality to be afraid of everything and everybody when he has given you spiritual authority over elements, god dang, people, things, parts of the world, parts of the realms and dimensions, because that's why you astral project and time travel in your sleep all the time. And then if you high, you up there, you can see into realms and dimensions. That's why you got gifts and abilities. Everybody wants superpowers and all that type of stuff. Yeah. Um, I just seen something out of the corner of my eye. This is weird. Um, that's weird. Yeah. Um, Also, they talk about the sons of God, but they never talk about the daughters of God per se, except for when they're talking about Job, Moses, and several people in the Bible. Does that make sense? The daughters of Job is actually based off a white man. Job in the Bible, the one that's of God, actually is that particular one is his name probably isn't it Job, but the one that they date in the Bible is actually a white person. And it's just like the Jesus of Nazareth and the Jesus of Jerusalem. Why is there two Jesuses in the Bible? Yeshua is his actual real name. The gods are present in the Bible by a different name. You have to decode everything. What it says, for you did not receive the spirit of slavery to fall back into fear. That means, what are you so afraid of? God did not give you authority. He did not bring you here. 8:14 and 8:28 talk about being here for a purpose. You were reincarnated for a purpose before you were born here on earth. Before you breathe life basically on earth, you are born here for a purpose. Your purpose is predestined. That's why I say black magic, all this stuff cannot. And when they do the natal chart magic and messing with the threads and the web and all this type of shit, that shit cancels out. A lot of people have died because of that natal mark magic, web magic, which is cobweb, spider web magic, mess with them spiders. And also, what else is it? What else is it? They do the spider magic with the spiders and the spider web, because that's why you need to clean out the cobwebs in your house and wash wall. I have to wash walls like crazy. What else is it? Spider magic, cobweb, spider magic, spider magic. They do the natal chart, the thread magic, and all this other type of shit, bind magic. Because you can be binded to somebody who is of the devil and Satan and Lucifer, and those contracts are gone. So a lot of those people finna fade out, finna fade to, I get literally fade to black. We're not gonna see them or hear from them, and they're gonna fade out like nothing happened. Then one day you're gonna be like, whatever happened to a homegirl or old boy? They're dead in the grave in hell burning. Their souls are already down there. Their souls down there with Satan, the devil, and Lucifer and them. They're in the lake of fire. They are dissipated, desecrated, destroyed, abolished. They're gone. Principalities, the brides of Satan, the brides of the devil, daughters of the devil, and shit, stuff like all that stuff that they have made cults about, gone. Do you understand that? Gone. Let me get Romans. I said 8, not 9. Romans 8. It skips Romans 8 and 14. Let's see. I should have brought my own Bible. My Bible, and also the different versions of the Bible do matter when it comes to certain scriptures. Get more than one version. Like my mom normally always kept more than one version because we got our family Bible. I have my personal Bible that I'm going to pass down to me and my husband, our children, and stuff like that, and grandchildren. It's going to stay in the family. And then also we have the other little random Bibles that we keep to bless the home as well. If you go back and look at the old TikTok videos, 10 spiritual books that you're supposed to have or should have in your starter research kit. But you need to research before you start practicing, even to be a grandmaster, magician, wizard, whatever you want to call it. And also the witch of Endor is a high priestess, not a witch in the Bible. It's only because it's in the King James, King Arthur, Julius Caesar, and like this is Romans. For all who are led by the Spirit of God are the sons of God, and it includes the daughters of God. That is Romans 14. That is Romans 14. It says, "For who are led by the Spirit of God are the sons of God," which mean, which mean you have a purpose here before you are born. He actually read from a different version of the Bible. This is just a short synopsis. I'm reading from uverse.com, which is bible.com. This particular version of the Bible I don't care for, but it's more so it's the English Standard Version. I have 2016 version. I have something a little bit older, so it's a little bit more in depth. So it's more of it. This one is a little shortened for me. It says, "For all who are led by the Spirit of God are the sons of God." So if God is leading you, the Holy Spirit, the Holy Divine Mother, the Holy Son of God, Holy Divine Son, the Holy Spirit, your elders, your ancestors, the ascending masters. Because this is we're talking global, and also I sound like Dr. Umar. I sound like my godfather, and it's crazy as mud. What is it? And Professor Griff. Those are my godfathers. You know that? How's it y'all judge him? And I sound like TD Jakes, godfather. How's it y'all judge him? My cursing is probably about the only thing I don't is a negative trait. But for all who are led by the Spirit of God are sons of God. So you are deemed a son of God. But the scripture he read from is from a different it's from a different version of the Bible, which was more in depth. I don't know what version he read from. He probably read from King James or whatever uh, Bible that's from. But the Bible, there's a reason why the Bible is in. You look at these witches and warlocks doing black magic. They got a what? It's a certain Bible they use. They normally use this Masonic Bible, which are very hard to get now. I'm going to collect one just to put in a lockbox, just in case I need it for war again. Because you can decode the Bible and think about it. All these dark witches have Bibles. Why? Warlocks and stuff. They're not supposed to have. They don't believe in God, but they keep a Bible. Why is that? Why are you, especially my spiritually woke people, y'all going to hell too? Did y'all know that? Super woke. You so woke that you so anti unity when we were beings. That means you still stuck on something. Don't get it twisted. We are enemies because people are not for God. They're on their way out. You understand me? Don't let it be you. So to my woke people, don't be so woke you miss the message. That don't mean you got to sit in the synagogue and the church all day. That doesn't mean all that. Queen of Cups energy. Your heart. Once your heart go cold, you become an incubus and a succubus. But Romans 8:14 says, "For all who are led by the Spirit of God are the sons of God." The son, and that version of it. But the other version of it is actually it speaks about an evidence, which I posted over on TikTok and Instagram, evidence of the heaven star seeds. The sons of God will be Zeus, Poseidon, Papalagua, Ogun. The daughters is Oshun. These are our galactic ancestors. That's evident. Book of Revelation, I posted that 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago by now, where it says the human, the alien, and also the angels will deal with an enemy that will battle all of them, which we went across the enemy. These enemies rival Satan. Satan got enemies, and then God has double enemies. Does that make sense? Satan and his enemy, because Satan had allies and he also had enemies. He tried his best to collect as many allies as possible. They turned against Satan, Lucifer, and the devil. There was supposed to be a new set of beings, which is talked about in the book of Revelation, that was supposed to take over hell. And then they were trying to bring hell to earth. And we're not going to do that. But don't ever sin. But to go back to Romans 8:14 and 8:28, that's proof that the heaven star seeds, which are the sons of God, were brought to earth. That means the daughters of God, which normally you think of having star seeds. The star seeds, they were on other planets before they reincarnated here, which created Adam and Eve. Does that make sense? Like, it doesn't make sense. It's that, but also the woman had to give birth to the gods. Does that make sense? Does this, like, do that make sense? That makes sense to me. Does that make, it's in the Bible. I mean, the daughter of the stars, there's not a lot of it's to prove it. I'm one of the daughters of the stars. I have no problem talking about that. I am a heaven star seed. I'm not ashamed of that. They were when you think of the daughter of the stars, they're star seeds from certain sectors and galaxies and stuff like that. Each galaxy gets about one, and then the descendants of that particular daughter and also son, because you got sons of God as well. That's why you get your divine unions. The sons of God and the daughters of God, which is the daughter of the stars, and the sons of the stars, because they are considered reincarnated gods. And also, the daughters of the stars are reincarnated gods, because you're going to reincarnate on earth in human form. And it's just the body. The body is human. Everything else, which includes the organs and stuff like that, everything else, your soul and stuff like that, is why they want y'all souls and stuff. They still coming for y'all souls, and then you have the spirit. All right, you have the souls, and then you have the spirit. Some of us have double. That's why it's so hard to adjust to certain stuff. If that makes sense. What else is there before I run over my time? It's 56 minutes in. We're almost wrapped up. You're going to go into a lot of decoding. The Da Vinci Code is, that's why the Bible is smack dead in the middle. That proves the Adam and Eve theory. He put the sons of God here on this particular planet. He had to bring Eve, some Eve. We're gonna call her Eve hypothetically, Eve, but that's not their real actual names, of course. Because you have when it comes to Cain and Abel, through Adam and Eve is something different. Lilith and Lucifer. That's why Lucifer got kicked out of heaven. Does that make sense? Lilith and Lucifer got kicked out of heaven for reproducing against God's will. That was an abomination. Does that make sense? And we're going to learn that pretty much most of the people in the Bible were melanated beings, people, black people, literally melanated black beings, and beings from different origin types because of the book of Gentiles separates the six original bloodlines plus heaven. Does that make sense? I think I'm making sense. I may have to decode it some more. That is the Adam and Eve theory. All righty, Eight of Cups is here. So we're leaving behind a lot of challenges. So King of Pentacles, Three of Wands, and also the Queen of Cups is here. Five of Cups, Five of Swords, and Eight of Cups. So this week, you guys, make sure you're checking tomorrow morning for the weekly forecast. I'm going to post it tomorrow morning at probably 7 a.m. All right. You have King of Pentacles, Three of Wands. So you've been waiting for a lot of your investments and ships to come in. Also balancing out your heart. Also five of cups is here, and also five of what is it? Five of swords. So a lot of the challenges are going with this. Also eight because you're going to be end up leaving behind what does not make you happy and is unsettling to you. You have Three of Swords and then Two of Wands. But these people still out here trying to sell people's souls and stuff. Like whoever's still into a lot of that Church of Satan shit, that dark magic shit. We talking. I'm gonna just say demonic magic and worship. You're about to be fucked. So I don't know. I don't understand. Excuse my language. So we're gonna close out of here. Well, Romans 8 and 14 talks about having a purpose. You had a purpose. So they came back down to reincarnate the sons and daughters of God, which means that's why one reason why there's a lot more female star seeds, but also male star seeds. But you have to remember they had children. So when it comes to divine union, that is the Adam and Eve theory. When you think of divine union, we're gonna just call it the Adam and Eve theory. Even though Adam and Eve were black, they were actually very big beings back then. Um, and that's why you have the karmic union, which is Lilith and Lucifer. All righty, versus the divine union, which was considered Adam and Eve. You understand me? What else is there? Two of Wands. Seek invest in yourself, but be cautious of what's going on. Then you have the Queen of Pentacles here, Four of Wands, and King of Wands. In your home life, family, and dealing with family issues and stuff, nurture yourself. Do something for your home. Place something in your home or buy something for your home at this time. Also, to put you in the King of Wands position, red candles, roses, something of that nature as well. Even though God had his daughters of God in other places, we reincarnate in each planetary sector of the star seed alignment, going from heaven to the earth. So you reincarnate as animals, which is the Hindu theory, the Hindu reincarnation theory. Each culture and even cultural influence, which would be American, whatever, has a theory to go to it. So we reincarnate from, let's say, we're angels and stuff in heaven. Hello, angels and stuff in heaven, and we reincarnate uh, in the Lyron as a feline here, and then we have that lifetime here. Then we go into this star C sector. Then you're reincarnated because your soul's going to go back to heaven. Then you're going to get your next assignment. Boom. May work as a guide or something like that every once in a while, and then boom, automatically, bam, you're reincarnated in the next galaxy. And then you get to Earth. You go back to heaven, get your next assignment, reincarnate, bam. There's a series of events have to happen. Then bam, you're on Earth this is like a university in your last lifetime, and it's like the final exam. Are you going to elevate to your God status because you have to do that each planet? So each planet that you're a star seed, you're a heaven star seed because you're from heaven and you go back and forth. Does that make sense? All star seeds belong to God at this point. Then you have your alien being, and then you have your which is the other ones, and then you have this. All of it now is actually, I see the word allies. They're starting to run together, so it doesn't matter anymore because they're all created by God or destroyed by God at this point. So you still worshiping Lucifer, Satan, the devil, talking to them. That is not who you're talking to. You're talking to their enemies, or you're talking to what's finna get ready to try to take over hell. They have no backing, they have no power because Satan was actually their backing, if that makes sense. If that makes sense. I'm going to post today's podcast, so stay up to date if I don't run out of time. Do your protection from thieves, sigils, check your windows, check your attics. If you're going to check your attic and basement, please take a weapon or something with you. There's some weird stuff going on in the attics and basements. And something just fell. Something just fell up there. Let's see. You have winter in the sixth house, work, co-workers, work environment, services, health matters, and duties. Virgo. So winter. Let me show you guys the card. Winter. Sixth house. And what else is it? Then pay attention to Mondays. This has been really big as well. Also, through a store, protection. You need to protect yourself. Be careful doing the ruins. Make sure you're getting the accurate ruins. You can do protection stones. You can do a lot of stuff. There's enchantment and prayers you can do over protection stones for that particular stuff, including the crystals. Let's see. Fifth house, creativity, love affairs, pleasure, romance, creativity. Like put some roses in your house. Red roses, really pretty bouquet, including the little veil thingies that go with it. Um, this came out in reverse, but it's return to sender, reverse curse, back to sender. I got me some tea lights, so y'all know I'm finna fuck them up, right? I don't know why a tea light candle fucks some shit up. It fucks some shit up, and it's funny because I buy regular candles and 7-day glass candles, and it's weird. I get more of an effect with a tea light candle. Of course, it's a smaller candle, faster impact with a metal base. Get you the really good ones with the really good metal base. Kroger's has them. Walmart, Dollar General has them. I picked up a pack of them from Dollar General last week. Family Dollars normally has the really good ones, and I'm going to go check out this other store this week to see if they have my candles, but I doubt it. February, excuse me, something happened in February. Maybe this happened in February before spring. Waxing moon growth, it's increased attraction, and also Mars. So definitely get a red candle this week. Pink and red should be great. So red, physical energy, strength, sex, men, ambition, passion, sexuality. Tuesday, so Monday, Tuesday. So between Monday and Tuesday, you need to light a candle. Roses, some type of floral, but get red. Also, ninth house, spirituality, higher knowledge, long trips, the law, travel, Sagittarius. Check your natal chart, Sagittarius placement. We're an hour and 7 minutes in. I think I'm getting ready to wrap it up and head home before it rains. Um, it's almost 8 o'clock. So we're gonna end it here. Oops, pop my rubber band. We're gonna end it here, and we're gonna actually start carrying some extra rubber bands. Let's see. House of Shadow of the Light deck. What do we have for this week? Grove, 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 Grove. So Grove. What else? Card number 21. 2 plus 1 is 3. I'm gonna clean my cards with some Clorox wipes tonight. Clorox wipes, ladies and gentlemen, work very fine. Just get to clean your cards off, especially these plexi cards, and you lightly clean your right away deck with them. And to reset them, then you can put your Florida water on them and whatever else, and you can bless them with your oils and stuff on with your hand, and then do it like that. Honestly, I kid you not, a red candle, some type of candle this week. So you need to sit in meditation, sit in prayer, definitely prayer, meditation, or relaxation, R&R. Also, moon cycles. Pay attention to these moon cycles. It's something changing. It's some different stuff. It's up to us to boost and elevate this energy and push it in the right direction like we did last year. Keep pushing it in your rituals and routines. So the Magic You workshop, I'm going to reschedule. We had a tornado. Kind of glad I didn't do anything that day. Obedience. So pay attention to what I'm telling you. Obedience is here. Card number what? 48 is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. For your alignment, for your balance, for your peace, for your harmony. I do see peace and harmony coming up. If you are not, if you've been feeling restless, focus on your obedience. Also, weapon training. You need to start taking weapon training, swords, knives, things of that nature. Loyalty, Stevie Rose. Being loyal